Hey, into the end here, game number 4 with the janky Smuggler's Stash Revenge Weapon Sacrifice gimmick deck. So far, we're 2-1. We won one game because our opponent got mana screwed. Really goes to show the variance, the impact of variance in card games like these that has mana base. You know, hey, he's the exact same rank as me, just one higher. This hand is no good. My only unit is in green and I don't have that color. And everything else here is not good if I can't play this first. Perfect. 2 units, a sweeper. This is good. So we'll start off with the Roach. My opponent's probably thinking I'm going to slam Time and Primal. Start doing some clockroach action, but he's in for a surprise. Because that's not what's going to happen. Attack 1. Ooh, yes. 1 damage at a time. This hand's still really bad. I don't have the right pieces to make use of these revenge creatures, and I don't have the pieces to make use of this Smuggler Stash. The only thing I have going for me is, as I'm sitting around doing 1-2 damage at a time, I have a harsh rule to kill the first big creature my opponent plays, but looks like he's going to play a weapon and not so much a creature. So that's too bad. And it's also a 5-2, so I can't even kill it on my turn. Brutal. This is an interesting question. Do I care about doing 1 damage to it? What I mean is, do I care about letting him hit it and dying, or do I want to sacrifice it? That's the question. Why don't we see what he does? Because at the very least, I'll wait for him to initiate the attack if he wants to. That way, if he plays a second weapon, he won't be able to attack with it the same turn. So he is just going to go for it. That just means that he has a second weapon in his hand and he's eager to use it. So we're going to not let him. So he's going to have to destroy his first weapon if he wants to use it. If he wants to use his second weapon. Perfect. Now on my turn, I can kill it. Oh, I just drew the same one that I sacked. Oh, what luck. But that was pretty sweet though, come on. my opponent is probably wondering what the hell is going on. This is hilarious. So he's thinking, should I play the other weapon and kill one of these? But it looks like this opponent is also mana screwed. He's on 3. And I don't even remember who went first. So he might have been mana screwed for like 2 turns. Oh, this is great. This is perfect. Alright, so the question is, do I katana it up, or do I alchemist it up? Okay, so he has a weapon in his hand, so if I katana this, he's gonna kill it next turn. So that's kind of pointless. I'm just gonna straight up attack him. He doesn't know that I want this roach in the graveyard, so he's gonna trade. Because to him, the artisan is not useful. Actually, he'd rather have the artisan in the graveyard as well, because he can bring it back with a Smuggler Stash as well. So he's got a similar game plan to what I do. His Smuggler Stash would be much better though, because he gets a Throne Warden out of the deal, and that's really good. And I'm getting TikTok or Talk-Tick. Oh, he has another one in his hand. So this is sweet. So the question is, oh yeah, of course, I put the bigger one on here and a smaller one here, and he has no good blocks. Oh, this is so awesome. If that was my opponent and I didn't know any better, I would have thought that this deck is awesome too. And not the janky deck that it actually is. That's an amazing trade. I get a revenge trigger. The katana already replaced itself, so I don't care that it dies. Okay, that's fine, because I can Piercing Grief that next turn. And now I have the perfect Smuggler Stash. Oh my god, this is so good. Nothing gives me... Well, unfortunately, none of these things have charge. So I think what I'll do instead is play the Piercing Greave, play the Chakram, attack him for 6, and get the Chakram back, and then the Greave, goes back. The Steel Fang Chakram is one way to make your relatively useless 3-1 into a sizable threat. At least it trades with anything it blocks. It blocks it. Okay, that's fine. He'll get probably 2 Warcry triggers in because I can't attack it this turn, unless I top deck the Grief or the Alchemist, which I don't. All right. Oh, actually, I can just play this and then trade with it. Because, ironically enough, I don't have a second piece of weapon in here because this one came back to my hand. Yep, I'll do that. Although, the longer we drag this game, the better it is for him, because he's going to be able to cast Ikaria in one more... Well, next turn he can cast Ikaria, and that's pretty frightening. I'm not worried about that, though. So let's just Smuggler Stash. Now I get the full value. I get 6 cards for this. 5 mana for 6 cards. 2 of those go into play and 4 of those go into my hand. Yeah, like, this is just fantastic. And he loses his... Oh my god. Come on, guys. This is the very definition of awesome. My opponent is probably going, what WTF, mate? That was so sweet. And then I have all these weapons to slam onto them, grind them out for days. The 2 Harsh Rules is looking pretty useless, but the 2 Relic weapons will eventually become handy as well. None of these are going back into my deck, so if they die again... Oh, well, he's going to Harsh Rule, of course. That's actually not very good for me. I don't have any action. Oh, wait, that's not true. This is too powered. And this is actually why I have a split between the Sword and the Chalice, because I do get a lot of games where the Chalice is sitting in my hand like this, and I can't use it. So I really need a Smuggler Stash, and I really need a... draw some creatures, because that is frightening. Oh, come on. Come on, creature. No! No! Oh, God. I'm gonna die in 2 turns because of this thing. I hope he plays... some kind of unit. Oh. Yes! 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 This is perfect. Okay, let's take it. Oh my god. No, don't kill it. No, don't kill it. Okay, so... he has an instant spell, and it looks like it's a torch. What that means is... if I attack, he can torch it. But if I play the Chalice, I can... No, but that doesn't... that won't win me the game. This is my only shot. Draw a card, hopefully it's something good. Hit him, if I'm allowed to. No, I'm dead. Oh, so... my hand is so good. Alright. Just a little bit short. One more unit, and I probably would have won this game, because the unit can get equipped, and then he can't kill me. And that would have probably won me the game. But, that was pretty close. Yeah. Even though I lost the game, you get to see some of the sweet interactions that this deck is built around. And if you think that is something that you would like, then I would highly recommend giving this deck a try. And I would also modify the deck as well. There's a lot of different ways to build this. You could also go a little bit more all in with assembly line, for example. With assembly lines, grenadines, more copies of Chalice. That way you can have a bigger Chalice earlier. you can get like a 10-10 on turn 4. That would also work. But yeah, so there's a lot of room for tuning here. Thanks for watching.